Hello everybody. So I really goofed up bad with episode 6. As part of my apology, I'm going to be doing this add-on video, and from now on, if you ever see add-on in my videos, that means it's additional information. I love, whatever they're called. You know, when you take words and you make them short. Anyway. Just a little bit more information about some of the things I did in my last run, and a little bit deeper explanation of what went so horribly wrong with episode 6 that got me killed. I was only about 50% hull to begin with, so my health was already low. That was bad. But I want to talk about the strain on my systems that was in the description of my apology video. The strain on my systems, I think I came up with a good analogy, is imagine trying to walk on your hands. Your hands are not meant to carry the full weight of your body. So it's hard to balance if you're walking on your hands. Imagine if you added even more weight to that. It would become increasingly difficult to balance. Now, I think this is a good analogy because basically, depending on how much reactor power your ship has, it has a certain load capacity. And as you increase the load, if you don't increase the load capacity, it becomes harder to balance your energy supply. The way it becomes harder to balance while on your hands if you keep adding more weight. So basically what happened was I backed myself into a corner where the load on my systems was simply greater than my load capacity would allow. I just didn't have the reactor power to keep my my core systems powered up. For instance, if I powered up my defense drone Mark II, which I was relying a lot on during episode 6, I couldn't power up my weapons systems. So even though I was protected by the defense drone, I couldn't really return fire. The only thing I had powered up was the burst laser Mark II, which fires 3 shots and is pretty good in the early game, but I was already into sector 6, I think, and a lot of the enemies I was facing had either 2 or 3 shields. Now I did the math, and the chance of all 3 of my shots hitting, that's successfully penetrating the 2 shields, is about 57%. So if I'm only firing with my burst laser, I was having a real hard time getting through even just 2 shields. And that meant the fights went on longer, I was taking more damage, I wasn't damaging the enemy ship as much, things were just not going my way. I didn't want to use missiles because I only had like 3 left, so I was holding off on the missiles, and I just couldn't deal enough damage to get through those shields. Now, enemies with 3 shields, it's obvious. 3 shots, 3 shields. Impossible to get through those. So during those fights, I was just sitting there with my defense drone, praying that the defense drone would prevent me from taking any damage. That didn't happen, of course. My shields probably should have been upgraded a little more or something. But basically, episode 6, having a real hard time getting through the enemy shields. A lot of Zoltan ships with those super shields too, so that's another layer of defense the enemy ship has. Things were just not going my way. Couldn't deal damage to the enemy ship. I was taking little bits of damage, gradually wearing me down, which led to my eventual destruction. I was just in a hole and getting buried deeper and deeper. What else did I want to say? I don't know. Oh, boarding parties. Yeah, Zoltan shields actually block boarding parties too. And when these ships had med bays, I mean 3 shields and a med bay, it's all over because I can't get through those shields to disable the med bay. And if they got their med bay active, I can't successfully board them, so like I said, everything was against me. This game will really screw you over sometimes, and it was almost like things had been scripted out specifically so that my weaknesses were showing. And I felt that way before in a couple of runs. I don't think the game is that intelligent, but sometimes you just, you make a few mistakes, you back yourself into a corner, you don't even realize it, and then, you wind up dead. I also wanted to explain the Zoltan shields a little bit. Zoltan super shields. Because I don't think I gave them the attention they deserve in my previous videos. Zoltan super shields function they are an additional layer of protection over your regular shields. What the Zoltan super shields do is they absorb 5 points of damage, any kind of damage. That means beams will damage them, missiles damage them, they just get absorbed. Even bombs, which normally teleport on board the enemy ship, bombs will actually hit the super shield. They get stopped at the super shield. And you cannot send a boarding party through the super shields. So super shields absorb 5 points of any kind of damage. That means you have to deal 5 or more points of damage before they get taken out. This makes the Zoltan ships a little harder to beat, because there is absolutely no way to get through those shields until you take them out. So if you find yourself against a Zoltan ship with those Zoltan super shields, just throw everything you got at them on your first volley, take down those shields, and then start blowing them up. The Zoltan shields are so useful, you can actually power down your regular shields while the super shield is still active. Because like I said, they will absorb that first 5 points of damage for you. Other than that, I think that pretty much wraps things up. Again, I'm very sorry about what happened to episode 6. I have no idea how that happened, how I lost the video. I was in a rush to get to work, so I was more focused on other things, more important things, let's be frank. But hopefully an issue like that doesn't come up again. Hopefully I get this thing right. Remember to hit the record button. Dope. And I'll be bringing you a lot more episodes in my second run here. Look forward to it. I should have the first episode uploaded tonight. So, thanks for watching. And, I guess that about does it. Give me a minute here to think. Yeah, that's about it. I could have repaired more too, that would have helped me out. I could have bought more supply because my supply was low and that was hurting me. There were a couple things I did wrong, but there were a million things that were just... I was in a tight spot with no way out. Oh, I also wanted to say that I had some scrap. I had a bunch of scrap saved up, like 100 or more. But I was waiting to find a store. I was desperately searching for a store, couldn't find one, because I wanted to get repairs. I was too focused on that during episode 6. And instead of focusing on where's the store, I need repairs, what I should have done is taken that scrap and upgraded my ship. I should have just said, I gotta do what I can here and now, gotta beef up my ship to make sure that I don't die. I should have gone all in like that with the upgrades, but I didn't. So hopefully I remember to do that next time, that if I get in a tight spot, it's all or nothing. Just upgrade. Buy all the upgrades I can. Alright, I'm gonna get some dinner, and then get to work on the next episode, I think. See you there. My second run.